There's a guy that's not going right now, and he's the highest paid quarterback in the league. Dak Prescott's out, and when you see the injury happen on Sunday and you see nobody around him, it's the third quarter, so he's warm, and you see his facial reaction after something clearly happens to his leg. I didn't know it was his hamstring. I thought maybe it was going to be his groin or like his hip flexor pop in there because of the torque, but it's like that is his immediate reaction. He knows something. You're warm, there's no contact, and it's while something explosive is happening. For his face to react the way it is, something really happened, you know? And now it's come out that he has a partially torn hamstring on this particular rep, going to be out for at least 4 weeks, obviously with IR, but this is a tough injury. Anytime you partially tear a muscle, especially one that's very important to your profession, in the middle of the season, not great news at all. And that thing can linger a little bit too if it doesn't get full recovery.
Yeah, and depending on how they do, that can really linger.
And what do you say?
What's that mean?
He's getting paid.
No, I mean, they're not going to rush him back, especially with a hamstring, you know?
Yeah, I don't think so.
4 weeks would be nuts. If it's partially torn off the bone, coming back in 4 weeks would be crazy.
Well, 4 weeks from now, they might just be done, too. Like,
well, that's
realistically.
Highest paid guy.
Yeah.
Man.
Are you going to risk it?
Risk it, or are you going to let him just healthy scratch?
Yeah, just call it at 3 and 9.
I don't know. That's a you know.
The doctors, you defer to the doctors. And if they say, no, he's not ready, he's not ready.
He's that big cowboy hat guy.
Yeah.
That big cowboy hat guy.
Been there a long time.
Long time. He is a cowboy. He is a cowboy.
Yeah.
He's the Dr. Cowboy.
He is.
He's been there a long time. And running out on the field, the hat always looks pristine and proper in the entirety of it all. But whenever you see non-contact, you see I think his face was the big giveaway for me. It was like, he's in real pain. You don't just your body doesn't just get in real pain when it's in that great a shape, when it's already warmed up, unless something bad happened. And that does happen, AJ. That ends up happening.
No, yeah, you could see, man, I bet it probably felt like he got kicked back there or something, but yeah, you can see his face. Man, I don't know. I feel for this whole Dallas team, everything going on there. Good luck. It can't be a great situation walking in there day in and day out.
Yeah, but if you're walking in there for a tour, it's probably a good time.
Yeah.
And they said that since the talking of the tour originally only made like $10 million a year only in the facility tours. Jerry said it's been great marketing. Everybody talking about how bad of an idea it is. All Cowboys fans think it's how great the access is. That shit's going through the roof. We actually are about planning to make $12.5 to $13 million this year with tours. And it's a shit show. I tell them to go walk by Mike McCarthy's office. We do 2 trips around. Let's see how the hot seat's feeling over there, Mike. Go ahead and let the Cowboys fans know. The ones who are wearing the stars on their chest and their hats and their face. Go ahead and walk them by and make sure our tour guide says, hey, this guy might not be here next fucking week. Get a last look at him. This is like an artifact here. Yeah. This could be his last chance ever seen in his office. Now let's go over to the weight room here. Got a lot less guys, got a lot of injured guys, because if you look to your left, that's the training room. Dak Prescott's in there. Yeah, that's our side. We paid him the most. Let's go see if he's working his ass off. Oh, he is? Okay. How's that going on defensive side? Well, here's a podcast running Micah Parsons. Here's Micah actually talking with Trayvon Diggs about D's nuts and everything else going on. And now let's go into the locker room. Look at the locker room there. Nobody's happy here, seemingly.
Where's Zeke?
Nobody's happy. And Zeke's in the corner with his headphones on. We don't know what's going on over there, but you can certainly take a walk past there. Let's go out to the practice facility. They'll actually give you a script of what plays they're working on and what the plays are. That's the new thing we've added this year, is actually giving away the plays to those who pay for the tour. It's like, will they ever be able to win? Are they cursed?
Could be. Massive chance.
That is the Jets, we all assume there is some sort of curse. I did not believe in it. I didn't think it was possible. Jets fans said it's a real thing, and then the 4 plays thing, and then the way this year's gone thus far. Now, granted, that curse can be broken. All good curses can be broken. It happened in Detroit whenever they swam in whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And what happened?
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
It was Peyton Manning and
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniel, that guy from Dumb and Dumber. Phenomenal job in that movie.
Yeah, sure.
Phenomenal. They swam, took a bath in whiskey.
The Bobby Lane curse, it was called.
Yeah, not the Calvin Johnson curse, because they didn't want to bring that up yet again.
Yeah.
Right. We kind of robbed the guy.
They fixed that one too, though.
Yes. It feels like you can fix a curse. I don't know if the Jets have. Maybe they have. Cowboys, I don't know if they can. This feels like an actual curse, though.
I thought they did, because they had the Jimmy Johnson curse, but they kind of rectified that. Was that last year they put him in the Ring of Honor or whatever it was for Jimmy Johnson?
100 years too late.
And Troy Foyster,
so you just ain't gonna, just because you throw him in there.
Okay, so maybe
that curse gonna be gone. No,
maybe
sir.
it's the Jimmy Johnson curse.
You got to come up with something else. You don't do that.
I think the facility tours are football gods saying
that might be a curse.
You're lucky to be in the NFL, and you're opening your building up to. Why would you?
Yeah, see it with Cleveland and Baker right now. They let Baker go after finally winning a playoff game after X amount. Yep.
We're gonna actually get you excited. Go ahead and spend the most amount of money.
You talk about karma all the time.
It's a real thing.
Real.
The universe is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
God, universe, however you want to believe, it's a real thing. You put out good, good normally happens. You start, kind of like smacking these things in the face a little bit. Like, hey, Cleveland Browns, you get a playoff win against the Steelers. Pittsburgh says you hate Pittsburgh.
On the road.
On the road. You get a playoff. Never win playoff games. You guys weren't even drinking. You were completely defeated multiple times. Like, this is. And then they're like, nah, we don't like it, though. Yeah, we'll let you go. We understand this place sucks. And we're going to get this guy out of here. He has a bad shoulder. We're going to have him throw it 60 times, make him look bad so he can leave. And then all of a sudden, we're going to pay the most amount of money in the history of football for a quarterback. And obviously, that's not going to work out. We're going to build your hope up, and then we're going to slam it down. The Cowboys, I wonder if because the way they treat it, if the football gods are looking down going, we're going to build up hope. Every single year is going to be big hope, just so we can do it again. Maybe Stephen A. and everybody that has these takes is right. Maybe they understand the curse a little bit more than me. Because that injury to Dak should not happen to a professional athlete, especially somebody that's in as good a shape as Dak Prescott is, especially as somebody that has done that motion, that hitch, that set, that throw. Remember, he does the whole. This is why this. That's why this thing even started is because of him. So you're telling me a fully warm Dak Prescott has a torn hamstring off the bone just because of a simple throw? Like, it's like
crazy.
That doesn't make sense to me. Medically, it doesn't make sense to me, and for a team, it doesn't make sense to me, especially with all the shit they have currently on the line.
Yeah, and I've watched the plays before. It doesn't seem like it happened during a play before. From what I see, just for it to happen right there, that's
like had he been scrambling around maybe before that throw, or long runs or anything where
he's
that
in
thing
shape.
started?
He does it.
It had to be hanging on. Like, it had to be, on the verge or something.
Well, and ultimately, it doesn't matter because they're not a playoff team either way, So it's like you talk about them being cursed, but ultimately, Jerry's a great businessman, but he can put a good team together on paper, but he hasn't put together a good enough team to win in the playoffs. Look at last year. Everyone was saying, hey, this is year, but there was a glaring weakness the entire time, and then they play the Packers at home in the playoffs and get their asses beat. So really,
we don't know what Cooper's going to do, so let's not make any, or Trey Lance, whoever's.
Cooper Kush. They got Cooper Kush balls.
Cooper Kush balls.
He does.
That's not Cooper mid for a reason, brother.
Washington 7-2 though, and Washington
5-1 in his starts.
Cooper Kush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he goes on a run?
Okay, does he play middle linebacker or DN too? Because their defense can't stop the fucking run.
Well, Zimmer said that was man-made.
That's a tough scheme. Yeah, Sam.
That was so.
He's a bit frustrated, I feel like.
You know how much he wanted just to rip everybody's face off right there.
The question, and also everybody on the defense.
Yep.
Let's break it down. Okay, if it's my scheme.
I was proud of him.
You were proud of him?
Oh, yeah.
Send him a text, say, good composure up there.
Got awesome. Great answer. Man.
I don't know if it's a scheme or if it's been something that's been happening literally since Pee Wee football.
Yeah.
You got that guy. You got that guy. You got that guy. Well, they're in a bunch. We'll figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
So we had
jam in the middle.
We had lock limbo. We had Uno. We had trio. You got some difference. You get on different levels.
You're saying Zim didn't teach it or what?
I'm pretty sure that those things were talked about.
Yeah, but when he teaches it, do they just say shut up, old man? We don't want to hear it because he's too old, because that's what people are saying.
That is what people are saying on here, and saying he's too old.
Shut up, old man.